Hello, everyone, and welcome to Indiana Golf Magazine. I'm Brian Hammons. June was a busy month for tournament golf in our state, including the 124th playing of the Indiana Amateur, which provided a record-setting performance. That is this month's Chariot Automotive Group top story. The final round began at the Rock Hollow Golf Club with Indianapolis Open winner Matt Vogt and rising Indiana University sophomore Cole Starnes tied for the lead at 5 under par. But it was Carmel's Ty Gingerich who got off to a blazing start. He birdied the first 4 holes to take a one-shot lead over Starnes, who birdied 2 of his first 4. Gingerich would add birdies at 5, 8, and 9 to go out in 29 and make the turn at 11 under.
It was pretty good, That's just kind of what I was trying to come out here and do was, I knew I was one back going into today, so I was just trying to, make some birdies and just play a solid round and see what happens.
Ty would add birdies at 10 and 11 to get to 9 under through 11, but he still couldn't shake Starnes. This birdie at 13 was his 5th of the day to go along with an eagle. He trailed by only 1. But his undoing came at the par 3 14th when he made a quadruple bogey 7 to fall 5 back. From there, Gingerich cruised home, shooting a final round 63 to win a hard-fought Indiana Amateur, which was much closer than the 4-shot win indicates.
Cole played awesome today. It was tough. Like, I knew I'd shot 7 under 29 on the front, and I think I was only up 2. And then we go to 10 and he makes eagle, I make birdie. So I'm 8 under through 10 and down 1. It was just kind of funny, but that's how golf is sometimes. And I just try to keep making birdies and keep that lead.
Ty 63 sets a competitive course record at Rock Hollow. He's now exempt into the U.S. Amateur in August. Cole Starnes makes 7 birdies and an eagle in his final round, shooting 68 with a quad. Matt Vogt ends up 3rd. Peru's Cash Beller ties for 4th in his hometown. At the Indiana Women's Open, held at the Orchard Ridge Country Club, Maddie DeBeja began the final round with a 3-shot lead, but got off to an awful start. This 3-putt bogey at the 5th was her 4th bogey in the first 5 holes, bringing the field back to her. She actually lost the lead when Sabrina Bonanno birdied 7 and 8, but Sabrina gave it right back with a double bogey at the 9th. DeBeja's lead was 2 at the par 4 14th when she rolled in this birdie to take a 3-shot lead. Kayla Benge, playing in the final group, made 2 costly double bogeys early, but this birdie at 16 was her 3rd on the back 9 to get her to within 2, along with Bonanno, who also birdied the 16th. But they could get no closer when DeBeja made her par putt at the 18th. She closed out a 2-shot win.
I started off pretty not the best, as obviously. But yeah, I just tried to have conversations with my dad, talk about the next shot. That's obviously super hard to do, especially coming down the last day. But, just looking for the next shot. I mean, it's always good to win at home. I'm from Fort Wayne, so it's always good to win on your home turf. And it was nice. I said to my parents, I couldn't believe that I actually had a tournament in Fort Wayne. I could sleep in my own bed. So it was great.
DeBeja goes 40-33 to finish 1 under. Kayla Benge, who won last year's Indiana Women's Amateur, ties for 2nd with Sabrina Bonanno, an assistant pro at Sycamore Hills in Fort Wayne. Last year's winner, Rachel Johnson, finishes tied for 4th, along with 2-time champion Julia Potter-Bobb. The IHSAA Boys State Finals also took place earlier this month at the Prairie View Golf Club. Zionsville began the final round with a 3-shot lead, and when Andrew Wall rolled in this birdie putt at the 18th, the Eagles had a 5-shot win.
We did not talk score. We did not talk leaderboard. In my opinion, like the process of how you evaluate every shot and where you pick your target and how you try to execute that, matters little on what other people are doing out there. You just got to be able to control what you can control. So no, we didn't talk leaderboard, but it was nice to take that stroll with Coach of 18. It means everything. It means everything was worth it. I'm so proud of the guys, all 5 of them. Winning golf tournaments is not an easy thing, and it takes an entire team to win in team golf, and they earned it. They earned it. They played superb, and I'm proud of them.
Zionsville wins their first state golf title since 2004. Westfield finishes second for the 3rd straight season. Hamilton Southeastern ties for the low second round. They end up 3rd. The 2-time defending champs, Garin Catholic, finished tied for 6th. In the individual standings, Fairfield's Braden Miller wins by 4 shots over a trio of players: Aiden Gutierrez of Valparaiso, Justin Hicks of Leo, and Jake Caesar of Westfield. Zionsville's Andrew Wall finishes tied for 5th. The Indiana Senior Open was held in early June, and the 2-time defending Senior Player of the Year, Gary Robison, is making a bid to make it 3 straight. He was the only player to post both rounds at par or better. He wins by 3 over Andrew Sapp. Dave Pugh and Quinn Griffin tie for 3rd. Here are the results from the Girls State Junior Championship held over 3 days at the Delaware Country Club in Muncie. Lexi Ray of Franklin wins by 2 after rounds of 73, 74, 74. Lexi is now exempt into the U.S. Girls Junior Championship in mid-July. Taylor Larkins of Fort Wayne shot the low final round with a 1-under par 70 to end up tied for 2nd. Ashley Kirkland, who won the Indiana Girls Junior PGA earlier this month, ties for 4th. The recent Indiana Amateur Championship is another big event that has been hosted by the Rock Hollow Golf Club, a course built and still run by the Smith family, a family you could consider golf royalty in the Hoosier State. In the late 1980s, Terry Smith was deciding what to do with his old stone quarry, which hadn't been mined since the mid-70s.
We've got to do something with that property, and at that time my boys, I have 3 sons, and 2 of them played golf down at Auburn in Alabama, and the 3rd one played at Ohio State. And I thought, well, we know golf and been around it, and so about 1990 I said we're going to build a golf course.
And they built a good one. Opened in 1995, Rock Hollow is consistently listed as one of the best in Indiana, and the Smith family runs it with tender, loving care.
It makes me feel good every time I step on the property. I mean, it's something our family always wanted to do. Golf has always been a part of our life, and I'm very, very proud to be a part of the ownership of the facility.
I think it's just an honor and it's a privilege. Being able to continue what my family has done and what my grandfather built before I was even around and born. It's awesome. It's just gives a little extra meaning to the day-to-day stuff, and being able to continue what my family has put so much effort and energy and time and money into. It's awesome.
And the course has quite the reputation. If there's a big event to be held, it has been held at Rock Hollow, a testament not only to the quality of the course, but to the Smith family's commitment to Indiana golf.
I believe 3 state opens and a couple state amateurs now, plus all the section championships. I'm sure we've had hundreds of junior championships, USGA championships. We've had a little bit of everything, and it is in our DNA. The golf course has withheld the test of time. It's not the longest golf course in the state of Indiana, but it's very demanding, and it's a very fair test.
It turned out to be something that the people look forward to. They have fun when they come here. It's just a very pleasurable experience, and that makes me most happy that I feel like we've done something that benefits the community as a whole.
If you would like to play the course the Indiana Amateur was held on, you can, and the rates are very reasonable. Give them a call or go online. You can thank me later. Time now for our Correct to Compete tip of the month. We've already learned how to improve our contact in the short game. This month, we learned how to control the shots.
Hi, my name's Jon Hoover. I'm the Director of Instruction here at Broadmoor Country Club, as well as Correct to Compete here in town. and we're going to do a little bit of level 2. We've already introduced level 1 and chipping around the green, and I want to kind of extend that out to where maybe all the way up to 100 yards with our wedge play. Length of golf shot and height of golf shot can change. So I have currently 3 wedges here with me. Length of golf shot changes because the engine, so the torso, as it rotates, I consider this the engine of the golf swing. As it goes back, I can add no hinge, a little bit of hinge, or a lot of hinge, depending on how far I want to hit my wedges. So whether it's 50 yards, 70 yards, or 90 yards, I'm going to control the distance by the length of the golf swing. The strike pattern does not change. I'm still striking the white line and trying to compress the golf ball as I move through it. I can also change my ball flights through my wedges. So I have a gap wedge, a sand wedge, and a lob wedge. So if I play all 3 of these wedges somewhere around middle, and I strike the golf ball, striking the white line second, I'm going to see a low ball flight, a mid ball flight, and a high ball flight, really based on what's in front of me. Now hopefully I'll leave you with some better short game shots, and this will help lower your scores. You can reach me here at Correct to Compete here in town. Correct to Compete is our indoor facility. We're open year-round, pretty much sun up to sundown, and not only golf swing, but fitness as well. Thank you.
Here's some groundbreaking news. Literally, in early June, Indiana Golf broke ground for its new headquarters at the Fort Benjamin Harrison Golf Resort. The Pete and Alice Dye Golf Center is scheduled to open next spring, and it will be much more than just an office building.
Honestly, everything is pretty amazing, from our, interactive Hall of Fame to just having a really great place for our administration to meet and to grow the game. But I think having a dedicated space for our programming with our teaching center, for PGA Hope and PGA Junior League and First Tee and adaptive clinics, I think for us to have a home base for that will allow us to continue to grow those programs.
$5.5 million has been raised toward the goal of $6.5 million. You can help Indiana Golf reach that goal by going to indianagolf.org/capital campaign. Taking a look at what's coming up in July, the Indiana Open will be held July 8th through the 10th at French Lick. The Women's Am is July 22nd through the 24th at TPC Woodland Trails in Yorktown. The Assistants Championship is being held at Old Oakland Golf Club, and the Junior Golf Tour Championship is at the end of the month, also at TPC at Woodland Trails. And that's a look back at a busy month in June. I'm Brian Hammons. Join us again next month for Indiana Golf Magazine.